Okay, so originally I wasn't going to make a Pacers video today, but I'm not going to make one on the game that just happened. But I do have something that I do want to talk about, and that is a quote from Herb Simon that I saw floating around on Twitter. Basically, him saying that he doesn't want to trade players for draft picks because he likes seeing this on the court, and he doesn't want to tank. In what rebuild in the history of ever has acquiring draft capital hindered a rebuild? When has a team ever gone out and acquired draft picks and then regretted that decision? Even the Cleveland Browns back in their 0-16 days were acquiring draft capital, and that led to them getting, Baker Mayfield, Myles Garrett, guys like that have helped solidify their team as not an all the time playoff team, but still way better than 0-16. A team that can compete for a playoff spot year in and year out, and sometimes is actually like a Super Bowl contender like a year ago. Not this year, but last year. Like, even some of the stupidest franchises in sports history have known that acquiring draft picks is the best thing you can possibly do. It's one of the smartest decisions you can make when you're trying to rebuild. But because Herb Simon doesn't think in his senile, dementia-ridden brain that we shouldn't rebuild, we should rebuild. We need to get Jaden Ivey, maybe get Trace Jackson Davis in the second round, get some other picks to get some other guys. There are plenty of good players deep in the first round that you can trade for those picks and get those guys. Dwayne Washington Jr. is a freaking undrafted player, and next year he's probably going to get a full-time contract and have a consistent spot in the rotation. Kiefer Sykes is a 28-year-old rookie, and next year he's probably going to have a consistent spot in the rotation. You can find good players, good cheap players that are undrafted, that are playing in Europe, that are in the second round and in the later first round. I see plenty of Pacers fans, for whatever reason, saying don't trade for picks that are out of the lottery because those picks aren't valuable and you can't get good players. Isaiah Jackson was out of the lottery, and in the past few games, in his past 5 games, on 17 minutes, he's been putting up 11 points per game, 6 rebounds, and a block and a steal. He's been playing great, and he's not even getting that good of minutes. And he was picked with a 22nd overall pick that we traded for. We traded Aaron Holiday and a second-round pick to the Wizards. How is that a bad deal? How is Isaiah Jackson a bad player? He's looking like he could be the future. Goga is looking like a very good player right now, and he's shown flashes like this before. He was out of the lottery. Chris Duarte is looking like one of the best draft picks out of that whole class, and he was at the very bottom of the lottery. It's just not smart. It's just not. Herb Simon needs to sell the team. That's all there is to it, man. That's all there is to it. His ownership style is some of the worst I've seen ever. This team is going to turn into the NBA version of the Cleveland Browns. Actually, no. It's going to turn into those early 2010s Philadelphia 76ers. No, wait. Better yet. It's going to turn into the New York Knicks. When they sucked for 20 years. They had a few years with Carmelo where they were somewhat decent. But other than that, they sucked. Up until last year. Next 20 years, frickin' be trash. Actually, no, there is a Pacers example. Pacers when they first entered the NBA, there you go. Older fans who actually got to watch that, you guys know what I'm talking about. We were freaking trash. I'm pretty sure there was a year where we only won 19 games. we're a stupid organization. Kevin Pritchard's stupid. Herb Simon's stupid. Even Rick Carlisle isn't stupid, but he's made a few blunders, like not giving Isaiah Jackson playing time, not giving O'Shea Brissett playing time, stuff like that. Those have been some blunders that haven't been the smartest, but he's still a good coach in my opinion. He's just stuck with not the best equipment to work with. A team that doesn't really want to work together. I mean, the young guys do, but all the young guys are good with each other. You know, the new players that we've brought in are all good with each other, but it's the guys who have been here for a while that just don't seem to be working out. I just like if you could get a late first round pick for actually if you could get a lottery pick for Karis LeVert and Jeremy Lamb, why wouldn't you? If you could get a first round pick out of Sacramento for Domantas Sabonis, you could get like Buddy Hield and a first round pick out of Sacramento for Domas, why would you not do that? That would be a very smart trade. It's just logic. Logic makes no sense. And if Herb Simon wants to keep owning this basketball team, he needs to let basketball decisions be made by basketball people. And that means firing Kevin Pritchard. Because he's not making any moves. He is being very stupid right now. It's radio silence from him on the trade front. We need to get an ambitious something. Someone who is ambitious, who wants to bring this team to glory, who wants to help this team win. We need to find our Chris Ballard. We need to find our Steve Yzerman. You find something. Find something to complete this rebuild. Because this rebuild it shouldn't even be that long term, really. I mean, after this draft class, you have Jaden Ivey. Jaden Ivey and hopefully another young prospect in the second round who can play. And that'll bring us to a decent team. And then a few more good drafts. Just like 2 or 3 more good drafts. And there you go. You're a contender as long as everyone pans out. Like, this rebuild shouldn't even take that long. But the front office and the Pacers organization is going to make it take longer than it has to. And it pains me to see that because I know I could walk into that front office today and do a better job than half these guys. I would be a better owner than Herb Simon. I think any Pacers fan on Twitter, grab a random Pacers fan from Twitter, and they would probably be a better owner than Herb Simon. Probably be a better executive than Kevin Pritchard. It's just the decision making isn't there. The logic isn't there. The clarity to fans. I mean, it's better than it has been before. This is the most I've seen out of Herb Simon in the past few years. It's just, oh my goodness. This guy's gonna... He already has basically kept this franchise from greatness time and time again. And it frustrates me because he doesn't understand. He doesn't understand it from a fan's point of view. He doesn't understand how much this team means to the state of Indiana. He doesn't understand what it's like to have the rest of the basketball world laughing at you because he doesn't pay attention to that. He doesn't care about it. And that is upsetting when your owner doesn't care. We need a new owner. Jim Irsay, please save us, Jim. Jim Irsay, I am begging you. please, please own the Pacers. Like, come on. Please, man. Please. Anyone with some money, buy this team from Herb Simon, and please keep it in Indiana. That's the one thing I am worried about if we sell the team is it gets sold somewhere outside of Indiana and then they move it. Because if they move this team, I don't know, I'm becoming a Pistons fan or something. Now, I'll probably just follow the team where it goes. Now, I'll cry a lot. But, yeah, I'll see you guys next time. As always, I'm not funny. And Herb Simon, just stop. Please, man. Please. I'll see you guys next time.
Just got unlucky on a few plays tonight. You know, one of those plays, I thought he was standing still, but he just hit the shit out of that one guy, and the guy went flying. They blew the whistle, and they called it on him.